knows?
right.
But we do already have a draft here, so let's open it on up. And what you thinking, man? How's it going? First of all, we rushed right through this.
We did. For the most part, neither of these two teams are really exciting to me. Unfortunately, the rosters are
Damn.
exciting, the players on them are exciting, but after seeing them play for the first few days of this tournament, their gameplay is not exciting to me. Uh, as is to be expected, as both of them are currently dead last. T1 is only slightly ahead of CR because they have played one fewer series than CR, but both of them are not looking too great currently. I can't really say why. On day one, it seemed like Mushi was kind of going for some outdated drafts, like picking like Crystal Maidens and Tide Hunters, which are not particularly popular right now. And as for T1, it just seemed like poor decision making and overall just kind of a lack of coordination. And also, CR had Stargazer for one day, and now it seems like VT Faded is just like the main player now. As I've now seen VT Faded show up for more days than Stargazer has.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I'm wondering if it's going to be a more consistent thing, if that's what we're going to be seeing from CR. Obviously, there's a lot of potential for this nowadays since there's all these online leagues, everybody's quarantined. So it means you kind of can just pick somebody up if you want. It's not like you're boot camping out somewhere and then you have to fly somebody in. It's just okay, we want to play with you today, and now we want to play with somebody else. Which isn't always conducive to like the most effective Dota stuff, if you know what I mean. Like you kind of want to be able to build synergy as a team, but regardless, we do have the Snapfire taken. Mushi seems to really be enjoying this hero, and then the immediate answer from T1 of the Nyx Assassin, the hard counter, and then afterwards the Grimstroke. So likely taking the two supports here in the first phase by T1.
Yeah, finally, Nyx Assassin is being shown as a snap pick against Snapfire because
Right.
earlier, whenever Snapfire was getting picked and there were no Nyx bans, then there was that one specific draft that we saw the Witch Doctor get picked up instead, and I was just like, what the hell is going on here? So this is a much better reaction, especially for a first phase Snapfire. CR instead opting to ban out the Coddle, which makes sense, and then heavily targeting Miracle. So an Alchemist, a Morphling, a Naga, and now a Ricky ban. They really do not want to have to deal with Miracle on any of these signature heroes.
No, it would be really really annoying. And I think that it just speaks to make him feel uncomfortable because more often than not he's the win condition for this team. They're going to give Forev his Dark Seer. This has kind of been their go-to move and they really sack him super hard. It feels like, and that's all to the virtue of trying to get Miracle on a hero that he's super comfortable on. Is Jug available? I feel like that might be the route that they go. Like some melee hero, he really likes Juggernaut. I could see something like a Slark maybe at this point too, but I don't know. That's kind of my feeling of it right now. Is like just give him somebody that makes a ton of value out of the Surge.
Yeah, if I had been seeing more of the Juggernaut, then I'd be on board with it. But I have not seen that hero be played like at all,
Right.
really. Let's see what else Miracle has been up to. Young Galv, because
What a
Jug
guy.
is Jug is actually his most played hero
Yeah.
in professional Dota. So yeah, Lifestealer is not very popular. Otherwise, Lifestealer would also be quite nice. Maybe not great against the Clockwork. Faceless Void. I'd be down with Faceless Void.
That could be cool. I just think that like the way that the lanes are set up right now, it feels like the way T1 want to draft is like, okay, Nyx Assassin, Darkseer, that feels like a really good lane. And then it's like anybody that's melee that can make use of that Ink Swell would be another solid one. So we'll see. Like Faceless Void fits that mold. They take the AM as a pretty easy answer to the Darkseer. Like I I don't know how that matchup goes nowadays. It feels very strange. Because you can't really pressure the AM level 1, but once you get level 3, you sort of can a little bit more. I don't know. I'm not sure what that's like.
Yeah, it kind of depends on how much the Darkseer actually wants to play the lane. It's kind of up to him how bad of a time he wants AM to have, or how good of a time he wants his own game to be. Because he could just stand around and bother anti-mage all day long in lane, but Darkseer kind of stunts his own growth if he is just parked in one lane rather than alternating between the jungle and the lane itself. And so it's up to Forev and how they want to prioritize shutting down VT Faded or enabling VT Faded, and I don't know, going for maybe Greaves. I don't really know what a Darkseer is looking for this game because Pipe isn't particularly important right now. I don't think a Crimson Guard is that great.
You could go
Honestly, like
Helm.
some initiation stuff might be pretty good. What did you suggest?
Helm. I think
Oh,
Helm
Helm.
is
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
good still.
I'd be down with a Helm. Uh, because I think initiation would be nice because between a wall illusion and potentially a dark portrait, if Grimstroke can somehow manage
Hey.
to farm his way up to that, this anti-mage could get very, very heavily shut down even if he gets farmed himself. And the more farmed he gets, the stronger his illusions are going to get. And so if they're able to generate illusions of this AM on demand, then I mean, you can very easily punish a second phase anti-mage pick that way.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, we did see, I think, this matchup of Grimstroke versus an AM in one of the earlier series, and it might have even been by T1. I feel like they've run this type of a lineup before. And they kept on reflecting the dark portrait on the Grimstroke, which felt
Yeah,
terrible. But it was still pretty
I
cool.
remember that.
Yeah, it was
The
unique.
concept is there.
Right. Well, they take the DK, so I'm imagining now with sort of that pseudo initiation to start things off. It's not like a big team fight thing, but a dragon tail opening, and then maybe create a little bit of chaos. And then afterwards, you come in with the vacuum wall. They just need damage now out of that safe laner, most likely. But they're going to take the DP for CR. Let's see what T1 want to pick up. I still like the Jug. I don't know.
I still like the Faceless Void also.
Yeah.
I think that Death Prophet's a really good pick. Picking up a silence against all these combo heavy spellcasters will be very, very critical. And it's just a great spirit siphon game with how tanky the Darkseer and the Dragon Knight are. So very solid Death Prophet pick. And they opt to last ban the Lycan, obviously because they don't want the game to end very quickly. So
Right.
banning out any quick pushers that can synergize with this DK's pushing abilities. I'm on board that I'm leaning towards a melee core, even though you're laning
Right.
against a Sand King and I guess a Clockwork. So it's a Sand King Clockwork offlane, which is very irritating for most melee laners.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have a Grimstruck behind you, then you can kind of turn that around and make Inkswell that much more stressful for a Sand King or a Clockwork to be around.
Bring some sentries, just beat them down a little bit. I swear, based upon what we've seen from tier 1, I feel like they're just gonna leave Frev to get sacked through those first couple of waves at least. And then maybe they'll run out and bring the Nyx Assassin down bottom once he gets level 3 or something. But
Yeah, it's possible that Nyx may just like cut the first 2 or 3 waves, or at least like the second to fourth waves.
well, also just the way that T1 play, like they want to give Miracle a good game. He's carried them so many times, and he's so good on some of these like game winning heroes. Like you give him a good time, and then Forev just like helps later on. And that's the whole idea of Darkseer, right? You just surge people up, throw ion shells on them, whatever it is. Give him a game winner. I want to see a game winner right here. That's a game winner, sort of, kind of. Is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It's
Actually,
another super irritating hero for Anti-Mage to have to deal with. Now there are 3 heroes that can make Anti-Mage illusions.
yeah.
So it seems a bit, I don't know. I'm not enthusiastic about it.
I guess to me it's like, all right, delay the game, cut waves simultaneously across the map. But I think about like him on an Ember previously or something like that, right? And that's a person that can take over the game. A Terrorblade is like, I can farm up and become huge, but it's still kind of relying upon the rest of his team to make the moves. And
Yeah.
maybe that's good. Maybe that's what they need this game.
But they don't have anyone who can make moves. The DK is not a mover and shaker. He's just a big beefy hero that shows up on a heavy cooldown and maybe wins one team fight and takes one tower, but he's not making anti-mage scared. Even if you do get a blink dagger, it's still not really enough to discourage CR from going to their game plan. And also, it's an astonishing amount of magic damage on the side of CR that a Terrorblade is not good at. You're gonna get Burrow Strike, Hookshot, Cogged, Mortimer Kisses, and on the bright side, I don't see Mana Void being particularly useful this game, but still, like Death Prophet also has a lot of magic damage that she can toss Terrorblade's way. So seems like it's going to be kind of a tough game, but it was their 22nd pick. It's Miracle's hero. He saw all the bans, and I imagine that he had full control of what his hero was going to be. So if he feels comfortable on TB over any other more aggressive melee core, then so be it.
So be it. Time will tell if that's the correct decision or not, or if he needed to take something that was maybe a little bit more aggressive. But we do have game number 1 of our doubleheader here in Southeast Asia. It's going to be CR facing off against T1. So Mushi, Ohio, the now young gun VT Faded, formerly on eHome, is on loan right now. Technically, I think on his like Wikipedia or Liquipedia profile, it still said that he was on load to Cloud9. So now he's playing for them. I don't know what's going on there, but
I bet Cloud9 wishes they could have him.
Hey man, I don't know. I haven't been able to watch enough of the Cloud9 games. How's it looking? Have you seen much? Been a little rough. Okay. Not great.
How many letter L's can you envision in your mind?
I mean, you wanted me to look at my recent games.
Well, let me tell you, it's even worse than that.
It's not been good. Look at that one. That's a tough couple of L's right there. That's what Cloud9 looks like.
That's what Cloud9 looks like.
Well, I feel their pain. That's for sure.
I imagine you do.
Games have been hard. All right, so movement out here. Mushi, BT Faded, 6 down bottom. A little bit spooky, as they do have Forev. I'm always going to almost call him Faker with that in his title, but that's fine. I know.
Every time I cast a Liquid game and it's like boxy Blitz, I'm like, oh, Blitz just went for the... Wait, nope, never mind.
That's not what he did. Yeah. Miracle chasing out Xiao Yu here on the top side as well. But yeah, a lot of heroes.
He has the mixed Basher Blades. He has one golden one and one normal one. How strange. I wonder if he couldn't afford the other one.
Ooh, Impale not quite going to be able to get there. Win a couple tournaments here, and he'll definitely be able to afford it. Nothing else. $50,000 in the prize pool currently. So
for this tournament?
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken. I think that's what it is.
Wow. For both regions?
I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on it, though. Although
I'm
maybe
quoting you. Gabriel Cruz, 2020. Yeah. $50,000 for VT Fade to buy Golden Basher Blades.
Him exclusively. He'll be the only one that wins it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's the stand-in. That's how it works, right? If you win as a stand-in, you get the full prize pool.
Right.
Tri-Lane v Tri-Lane. What the heck is going on here?
Yeah, with the Darkseer, too. That's super bizarre. They're able to farm up some cogs here. But yeah, Sand King now going to go one-on-one against Miracle. He doesn't have any sentry wards here, so we'll see how that matchup goes. And then mid, the DK versus the Deep. That's going to be boring as heck. Yeah. So let's keep our eyes down bottom, most likely, where there will be action.
This is going to get very hard for a Terrorblade, and I don't think you're not going to get First Blood anytime soon on this T1 like Tri-Lane. So what is the purpose here? You're not slowing down Anti-Mage's farm significantly. You're not getting kills on the supports. You're kind of giving your Terrorblade some levels, but I'm more worried about the Sand King getting a lot of points in Caustic and Sandstorm, and this 12 armor Terrorblade can't take advantage of his tank ability with 560 HP.
Yeah, it's true. That could be a little bit tough. Let's get that deny there. That's one of the benefits, is since he has such high base damage, he's at least going to be able to go on in and get the denies, and Caustic no longer proccing on that makes it a little bit better. Wraparound kind of coming in there from Ohio, but again, even though he's like relatively tanky, 700 HP, 2 armor, it's like if all of them are surrounding him, it's going to be a kill. And they TP'd actually to top. Okay. So Paulison going to move in and contest Xiao Yu's farm. And that signals they can move in.
Terrorblade got 2 more last hits than the Anti-Mage. And now your Snapfire is gonna. The Grimstroke, who's level 1, is gonna have to deal with a level 3 Sand King, which is not really encouraging.
Oh, they do actually have a Sentry Ward down though, and looking for the follow up. They've got him there. Dust is popped. That's a pretty good kill, as they're gonna find it. So I guess they baited them into thinking this was just gonna be a 1-on-1, and no points in Burrow Strike means they can find that kill. That's kind of cool move. I mean, that makes up for it, right?
Yeah, it actually does. That was kind of clumsy by Xiao Yu, though. He should not have been that far out.
Yeah.
at least like that low HP and that far out. He's not going to lose out on any experience, and it does cost the Metamorphosis, but if you get to get a bunch of creeps and you get a kill on your first Metamorphosis, you're thrilled about that.
Yeah. Ohio stacking a camp as he passes by, and now he's going to come and contest Paulison's farm a little bit there. Did get one of those creeps denied, as Miracle's Metamorphosis is going to wear out. And a little bit of a restructuring of lanes, as Yokum is going to try and pull this one. But Mushi already in position to try and mess with them a little bit. Scatter Blast and the Cookie. But they should be able to get a second wave here, and Yokum just going to TP out. No chance for them to cancel this one. So double wave in, and that's going to give Forev a little bit better lane control.
Yeah, they've successfully blocked out this hard camp, so anti-mage can't pull it into the lane, and the small camp has also, I think, been body blocked or pulled. But whatever the case, this is going to be a full double wave.
Nice. VT Faded does pull this one back the other direction, and it looks like they were able to push out one of that range creeps earlier, so this is actually going to stay fairly static right now. That was a nice play there by Mushi to get the body block onto one of those range creeps and let it go in front of all the rest of them.
I mean, it'll stay static in the sense that anti-mage will get all these last hits basically uncontested, but it's still a full wave coming in.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Up top, Miracle feels like he's been a big winner in all this after the early pressure that the Sand King was putting on. Currently at 29 and 11, level 5 already. If he needs to at any point, he can just head back to the jungle now. The big losers have been Forev and Yokum, who are just level 2, having to deal with a couple levels up on BT Faded and Mushi.
Yeah, and elsewhere we can look at the mid lane, I suppose. It's double Bracer DK after going up against double Null Talisman Death Prophet. Both of them basically the same level as each other. Both of them basically the same level as Farm DK, a little bit edging out Death Prophet in the last hits, but this is going to be an incredibly boring lane to look at.
That's what I'm not looking at. I'm over this thing. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm a little surprised that we're not seeing like an earlier rotation. I was thinking that maybe, they're going to make it now over towards mid. Yokum and Paulison just doing a little bit of rune contention. So now they leave Darkseer solo. Forev, if he wants to, he can maybe try and do some like creep cutting stuff, but the wave needs to push it under the tower first. So double Ion Shell. He's going to get level 5 relatively soon. It's just so dangerous nowadays. God, he keeps on doing that. I've seen him use Vacuum to like get the last hit on range creeps like 3 or 4 times this tournament.
It's all about securing the range creeps these days. That's like why so many supports are like not viable right now, is because they're not good at last hitting range creeps.
Yeah. That little buff. How much damage is it now? 50 damage? Plus an Ion Shell? It's
Makes
super
all the
cool.
difference.
Right? Oh my god. Get out of here, Zhao Yu. He's running. He's got Burrow Strike still if he needs to. Coin Blaze the tree and just runs around the other side of it, and that's going to be fine. Again, Miracle just free farming.
Dude, is he going to assassinate a courier? Oh, he didn't expect it coming.
Yeah. Level 5
He's just going to cut the wave now. There is a dust on Grimstroke, so he can't go too crazy. He's just going to TP out.
Although, got him. All right. He still has a Burrow Strike if he wants to use it. The dust is there. I don't think they can get this kill, right? He just Burrow Strike. Oh, he went back the other way. Oh my god, is he going to kill them both? Oh my god, is he going to get them both? This is my Carapace. It's enough. They get the one kill and now looking for Paulison. Dude, Zhao Yu, what a baller. That was awesome.
Oh, he's got Stroke up now.
Oh, gotta hide. Gotta run, Burrow. Oh, it was almost amazing, but not quite. They kill off the DK in the meantime. Wow, Exorcism used.
Yeah, 3 hero rotation. Meanwhile, this Grimstroke now shows up with like a quarter HP, trying to fend. Oh wow! Whoa! Okay, no.
Oh my god,
that does not.
Crazy.
That does not work.
Yokum, misses the impale. A little unfortunate there, and Ohio is going to escape because of it. So they managed to find a couple quick kills. So Sand King making some sick plays up top, ends up losing his life. They do take down the DK though. Yeah, looking pretty good so far for CR.
Yeah, and we'll see now if In Your Dream can return the favor of activating the ultimate. So Exorcism was popped. DK goes down. Now if DK can somehow get a dragon form into tail, because a lot of siphons were... Oh, actually, never mind. Ben-Hur has all... Wow. How did he manage to kill a DK and not use, like, any siphons?
I mean, I
Oh,
think it was
okay.
they just got him with Exorcism in Ohio, probably. Oh, whoa,
Well,
look at this,
it's time
though.
for a Terrorblade gank, I guess.
Yeah, they scan it out perfectly, though. They know what's happening. So that's going to be a good amount of damage onto this tier 1. Ohio's moving in, spots them, and immediately going to run away afterwards. Are they really going to try and defend this? This is crazy.
They're going to spend meta for this?
Okay, well, it looks like they actually are going to be able to defend it for the moment. They TP'd in Zhao Yu. He's in the area as well as Mushi. And meta and Dragon Form used, and they're not getting anything. I guess you can go back to, like, farm with this meta. Where'd he go? Yeah, he's up here in the jungle farming up. I guess it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, he's level 7. There are worse times to use the meta and transition to the jungle, but that is... Oh, no, your broom handle. Don't forget about your broom handle, dog.
Ah!
Oh.
Dude, who cares?
Whatever the case, definitely not... Like, there's a very eager Terrorblade rotation. Oh, connects the Impale.
Yeah, nice little stun through. Doesn't have Burrow Strike or a Sandstorm. And somehow Miracle keeps on getting, like, just kills delivered to him when he pops meta. I didn't think he was going to get anything out of that. It's crazy.
Yeah, neither did I. So I guess somehow him leaving the lane ends up working out, because he's actually top net worth right now. So
Right.
no matter how they chose to distribute the lanes, there's now Ohio also going to go down here in the Roche pit.
Mid lane, though, Ben-Hur going to try and get some extra damage in this tower. Even though he's going to see 3 heroes rotating over, he wants to get down the tower before it comes in time. Manages to get the last hit. Easy. That's clearly a tipping situation.
With Dragon Form down and both of these Nyx Assassin and Grimstroke supports kind of underleveled, I can understand why Ben-Hur feels so confident, especially with Exorcism being out. So he takes that tower despite the contention, and now they're going to go for this bounty rune on Forev.
Yeah, well, he's going to pay for that one. So Ben-Hur on a killing spree. Just getting the pinata ready. That's what needs to happen. That killing streak goal, it's about to turn it all back around. It's clearly the plan.
And Ohio salves up the anti-mage, because I was curious, like, I was wondering if Terrorblade was surpassing the AM in farm because VT Fated has had to spend so much on regen, just because if you're laning against a Darkseer, you're going to get burned down by HP constantly. But now VT Fated has an advantage on Terrorblade, so yeah, he's basically been free farming.
He's having a really nice time now, and is getting real close to that Battle Fury with Treads and a Wraith Band already done. Could maybe get a little kill delivered to him if he wants to blink over and Mana Void. Easy. Oh, Yoakum took it, though. Or Ohio did, I mean. Oh, that's unfortunate. Whatever. Anti-Mage will be okay with that, I guess.
Oh, another Dragon Form activated. And like... nothing. There's no way he's getting close to this tier 1 against 3 points Scatterblast, 2 points Cookie. And now Death Prophet has returned to the lane. So, some very peculiar ultimate usage from In Your Dream.
They might be trying to set up for a kill on one of these lanes now that Mushi's together with level 6. They could make a play with the Clockwork, although he's not quite 6. Or just Zhao Yu can find a Burrow Strike afterwards.
I mean, Ben-Hur has Exorcism again in 15 seconds, so they just may face rush this.
Yo, but look, they know that this is coming. They're reading the movement so well. They're going to pop Snapfire Ultimate, looking at for Paulison, but the wraparound is coming. Turns in. Can they quit the stun? It's going to be more than enough. Ben-Hur just blows up. Like I talked about, the Pinata. That's 500 gold. They found him. Stun is there. Vendetta hit afterwards. One more Impale, and Miracle is on a killing spree.
I don't know why he didn't Sandstorm or Burrow Strike there. He had both available, and DK walked up to him in melee range because the Dragon Form timed out. And now they have Metamorphosis, and they're going to push down a tier 1 tower. These are some of the most convenient Metamorphoses I have ever seen. Miracle is just always in the right place at the right time to make use of these transformations.
Yeah, it really feels like, I mean, some of it obviously was like a little bit of luck up their top getting that kill on the Sand King earlier, but this one, you know, they planned out that movement. We're going to run up there, then we're going to find the kill and then pop meta for it to take the tower. Granted, they don't get to take the tower, but, you know, it's the thought that counts, right? Sort of,
Yeah, I
maybe.
mean, it drives Ben-Hur away also because he was really
Yeah.
hoping to get a quick kill on the Grimstroke in the top lane, turn it into an exorcism push, but instead the clock keeps ticking for farm, and it seems like both teams are just confident in their hard carries. T1 are confident that Miracle is going to outcarry the VT Faded Anti-Mage, and VT Faded is just like, that's not going to happen, bro. Doesn't matter how many illusions you make of me, I'm still going to outfarm you, I'm still going to outcarry you.
And he is about to get this Battle Fury completed. 13 minutes. Not bad at all.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, do T1 have the heroes that they need to kill him while he's trying to farm around? I mean, it feels like a fool's errand always trying to run around and kill off the anti-mage and chase him around the map. But sometimes if you can anticipate his movement, it can be worth it.
Yeah, and Nyx Assassin's fairly good at immediate carapace onto the Snapfire.
Yeah, they get the Vendetta hit, the cookie away, but it's not going to be far enough away. So it's another Snapfire ultimate used, not able to find a meaningful kill, and they're going to pressure bottom now, it looks like.
Yeah, where's the Death Prophet at? Okay, she's attacking this top tier 1. I don't think she'll have time to go to tier 2 with Exorcism, because this bot tier 1's going down quite quickly.
What do you think of the Spirit Vessel?
On
DP.
I'm on board with it. Someone needs to build it for the DK, because the DK is the only hero that's going to be buying time for the Terrorblade. So if you can kill the DK, then most of your problems are solved from minute 15 to 25, probably.
Right.
And I guess the Sand King went for the Veil, which it was either the Sand King builds the Spirit Vessel or the DP builds the Spirit Vessel.
Right.
I don't really think that this isn't a DJ type situation where we have a super farmed 4 position who can also build it, because right now Ohio is kind of making his way to a pipe, but he's like a long ways away from anything useful right now, so yeah, I'm okay with it.
Alright, I can dig it. Well, speaking about sort of fairly farmed 4 positions, Darkseer's looking like that because he hasn't really been able to have the best of games, if we're going to be honest about it. But now finishing off
as is tradition with Forev Darkseers, though.
I know, and then you look, they bring in the Terrorblade Illusion. He's trying to take the farm as well. I mean, but this is really what their plan is, right? It's like you get the Miracle hero super duper farmed as Yokum spots out VT Faded, but can't really do anything about it. But yeah, it's the way that they tend to play their games. Just give him a hero that's sort of a supporting position 3. And then hopefully later on they're able to sort of carry away with the rest of their heroes. So bottom lane, Mushi pushing out this wave. He's just kind of been living down here, as In Your Dream is going to push out the wave in response, trying to find Forev. Ohio is nearby, and well, they spot him. Surged up, but caught in the cogs. Gonna try and punch it down. Mech to live. Not living long enough. The leash onto 2 with the silence afterwards. Got the Stroke of Fate, but there's no follow-up at all. So CR able to get away with murder.
Yeah, I don't... like, no one was... only the Nyx assassin was there. Now Burrow Strike and Veil and Dragon Scale Armor onto Paulison. That is so much damage.
Good stun. Trying to walk away. The Scatter Blast right at the end. Well done, Mushi, to take that one. Miracle's invis over here in the mid lane. Running into Ohio. Oh my god, he's crazy. Dude, you're out of your mind. They're going to go for it, and they're going to get the kill.
Get it with the Nyx. Easy kill.
Double invis. All right, and now pressuring the mid-tier 1 with the illusions. Well done.
Miracle's quite farmed. Manta Style double Wraith Band. I'm guessing that he went for the Manta Style just because of DP silence. Otherwise...
the illusions drop down up top line. Forev dropped the wall on them.
Yo, free AM illusion. I'll take that any day of the week.
Oh, it's so nice. Stun out now on Mushi. Ilkum follow up afterwards. Stuns Windota. Can they bring him down all the way, though? The Spirit Vessel is already there onto DK, as well as the, well, run-in now. Though Darkseer Illusion still doing a little bit of work as they're trying to run down Zhao Yu and Ben-Hur. And on the other side, they managed to find a secondary stun. Clockwork up on the high ground. They missed the Burrow Strike. They end up missing the turnaround there with the Epicenter. A follow-up stun. The Impale is onto Zhao Yu. Sand King did literally nothing in that fight. That was so sad.
Whoa. He sat in Sandstorm for a few seconds. Let's not get too hasty.
Oh, that was so chaotic. That's a tough one.
Yeah, that's not great. Not that I think him connecting that burst strike would have made a dramatic difference, but
Right.
if he managed to, well, actually, he didn't even have epicenter. Wait, did he try to channel epicenter?
He
When did?
channeled epicenter, but the spike carapace broke it
Oh,
because of the sandstorm that he was channeling.
yeah, that'll happen.
It's a little unfortunate.
Next Assassin's a very good hero, and it is
Yeah.
now effectively shutting down 2 heroes' ultimates because Sand King's never really going to do it. Yeah, he is actually making his way to a Blink Dagger, so maybe Xiao Yu is just going to initiate from afar.
Right.
But yeah, Snapfire, this is why it's just a snap counter pick, because Mushi's Mortimer Kisses are basically useless.
Were you watching?
Oh, nice deny there, Paulson.
Were you watching?
In your dream likes it. He's laughing. VT Faded and Ohio over here all alone. Again, CO are going to try and move down towards bottom. They will find the Darkseer yet again. So Frev going to hit the dirt. It's VT Faded claims his kill. Still keeping up fairly well with this Terrorblade. It does feel like it's sort of, get your champions together, send them
Excuse me?
into... I'm talking about, like, as far as... You need to let me finish the analogy. It was like the champions together in an arena before a giant bloodbath.
Okay,
That's what I was talking about.
I think gladiator is the more commonly used expression if you're trying to
fair.
go for that analogy.
I mean, Frev's name here, it's got me all mixed up.
He's a faker.
That's right. It's
Playing
no
the wrong
good.
game.
No good.
All these inhibitors all over the place.
I've actually never played the game before.
Oh man, so in because the Valorant beta was coming out,
Right.
and they were like, "Oh, you gotta have a Riot account," and I was just like, "Riot account? Do I have one of those?" And so I tried putting in my Tsunami 643, and it was just like, "Bro, you can't do that. It's already registered." And I was like,
Oh.
"What?"
Somebody
And I
registered as
actually
you?
managed to find my the one time I played League of Legends account from like 2011,
Wow.
and it had one hero unlocked on it, Twisted Fate. My boy, Twisted Fate.
But
It's
that's
good.
I don't even know what that is. That's great. That sounds
Twisted
like
Fate's
fun.
like let me see, what would be a good Dodo equivalent as both outposts are exchanged?
Yeah.
He's kind of like, from what I remember, he's kind of like Mirana.
Okay.
He had like a skill shot stun. He was very, very mobile. He had like a teleport instead of a leap. But yeah, and then I never play Mirana, as though I was gonna block out. Wow, that actually heavily shuts down this
Danger,
initiation.
danger. They're trying to get in there. Cookie away. Roche is already going to go down. They have it, but they're all very low. Can they take this fight afterwards? Blink up to the high ground. VT Fate to try and take down your dream, but he already gets the stun off. He didn't get the counter spell, and he's dead. Aegis is gone. Ohio's also in trouble. They're going to be able to bring him down a second time if they have any type of disable, and they do. Double kill somehow for Forev, but they manage to take the fight after Roche goes down.
Bro, it's the micro delusion. Of course he's gonna get the kill. Anti-mage illusion is the strongest unit in the game right now. Yeah, wow, that was very unfortunate escape. I don't know why he chose to go south, because the Death Prophet ran north out of the pit, and Anti-Mage was just like, I'm gonna go back to my jungle right now. Where everyone else
good
was,
cookie.
Oh, nice cookie.
Epicenter coming in afterwards, finding two. Is it enough? They take down one. Can they kill off Paulus? And he too is going to drop, but now the turnaround. Oh, they ran into Miracle's territory, but his Metamorphosis wears off. So they can't get
Hook
any
up in 3
follow
seconds.
chase.
Ohio.
Oh, it's going to be blocked. The Nyx Assassin, give your life for the cause. Oh, he was underneath the invis anyways. Yeah, they back out.
Yeah, but they had a sentry. I think he was YOLOing for the Terrorblade and the Terrorblade only.
Yeah.
It wasn't worth hooking for the next assassin. Wow, okay, so a little bit of a turnaround. I think that's like, we're like back to even now then, because Aegis was claimed and lost by Anti. Oh, it's walking into the cleave. Beautiful.
Nice. Right click's coming through. Dude, you love to see that. That's
You love to see it.
just, I always love those Nyx Assassin, like, spiked carapace plays on one of those things, whether it's like an OD or whatever, That's really cool.
Yeah, OD, the Linas, the Pugnas, all this. These sources of and Radiance ones are always
Ember.
super hype. All these sources of ground targeted damage that you never really expect to bite you in the ass, but Nyx Assassin will gladly carapace off of all those sources of damage.
Tier 1 tower deniable up top if they want to do it. I haven't really seen the meta evolve too much with these towers. It feels like this one's more important because of its proximity to Roche.
Yeah, for Radiant especially, yeah.
Running down bottom now. as T1 are going to look at bottom tier 2 tower. There's a chance they could go for this. Mushi has been down here constantly, and yeah, immediately going to drop down a sentry ward so that he doesn't get caught off guard by Yokum. But he does already have a 4-staff, so you could find like some interesting little initiations there. 5,000 gold lead. So they're feeling mighty good.
Yokum verifies that there's a ward right here because he tanks some tower aggro and immediately pulls and counters it.
Okay.
I wonder if these tree lines are going to get changed, because like in the mid lane, that's happening very, very frequently, that people are walking into tree line vision to see if they're wards. There's also some spots near the bot tier 2 towers on Dire that you can also see if they have vision behind the tower. So I wonder if that's going to get changed.
I wouldn't mind seeing it. I always like map changes. It feels like you feel off and weird, and it's like you know what you're looking at for a little while, but then it turns
everyone's off balance a little bit.
Mushi does have Cookie here, as well as Mortimer's Kisses. Jump in stun right at the start, trying to do what damage they can. That wasn't great. And now they're down to Death Prophet. Now they might be down in Ohio. Look at all these illusions. They're terrifying. A double kill from Miracle. I don't think his actually hero hit anything but the tower. It's just saying in those illusions. Mushi's like, please don't look at me. Please, God, no. Oh, no.
We found you.
Oh, God. Oh, kill him. He's just a poor boy. 7,000 gold lead.
From a poor family.
That song's great. Okay, yeah, tough stuff right now. 8,000 gold lead as T1 are going to take a second lane of racks, most likely. Zhao Yu, I mean, the scary thing about this is at any point you can just like blink forward right now on the DK and stun him, and they can just back out though. They're not even too worried about it.
Oh my god, these illusions are destroying VT Faded. He's taken down to half HP just by melee Terrorblade illusions. And he can't even really use Manta Style offensively either. He has to use it against Reflection. And there are no other sources of Dispel. No one has a Lotus Orb.
Oh, not again, not again. Say it ain't so. Poor boy is gonna go VT Faded dead again. And it's really hard to figure out how they come back now. It would be an unbelievable comeback, and we've seen a lot of those in Dota when teams get a little bit overconfident. We'll see if T1 can keep their...
It's going to be more of a throw than a comeback.
True enough.
Now Miracle is very brazenly walking in front of the entire enemy team here without meta.
Exorcism used. Maybe a chance. They find him. Okay, a big jump there. Wall is dropped down. They have the Mortimer's Kisses hitting onto Miracle. The Sunder, though, at the last second. And now he runs in further forward. He's taking some damage, but it's not looking like it's nearly enough. And he's also Surge, just running around. GG is called. Yeah, man. Game is hard. Game is so hard. Good play by T1.
You told me at the end of the draft that Anti-Mage versus Terrorblade game was going to end in 26 minutes. Right? I would not have believed you. But that went from bad to worse in a hell of a hurry. I can't even really, like, pinpoint like one dramatic mistake. It was just after the Roche fight, T1 just started picking apart. See, I guess it was the Roche fight, which the Roche fight didn't go like catastrophically poorly. It just seemed like after the Roche fight, CR were like, what do we do, guys? Right. And the answer was, let's all get picked off randomly.
Well, and if everybody would have died except for the AM, I still think that they would have been fine. But him dying right there
twice,
it set him back so far. And then now he's just in this position where he ends the game with the Battle Fury Manta, which, you know, it's tough. Miracle 10-0-6. To me, the real game winner though is Yokum. I feel like he played fabulous, keeping eyes on Anti-Mage in the jungle, setting up for some of those kills. Nyx is a really good hero, guys. You should ban it out. It's spooky.
Yeah, especially if you're gonna first phase pick Snapfire every single time.
Yeah, true enough. Well, any final words before we go to break and hop into game number 2? My wonderful friend, Mr. Neil Tsunami, 643.
That's the one. Second phase Anti-Mage is a kind of outdated yet again kind of draft from Mushi, and it seems like T1 like they had the last pick Terrorblade, and there were other options to maybe cooperate with their Darkseer a little bit better in terms of cores, but they were like, no, this is the hero that's going to completely make Anti-Mage's life impossible to live. And yeah, I think yet again I'm blaming the draft here for Mushi from being a little bit too old school, and I don't know, maybe he needs to go back to the Phantom Lancer that kind of brought him success in one game, but I don't know, something else.
All right, well, we'll have to wait and see if they are going to come up with some new stuff. I mean, they're playing the new hero, they're playing Snapfire. Just got to get rid of that Sand King,
Mm,
man. That's the
true, true, true.
felt like it did like nothing. But anyways, we're going to be back in just a little bit. Game at number 2 right around the corner. We have the continuation of CR facing off against T1. And then later on tonight, Adroit going to go up against Reality Rift. So stay tuned for that one as well. We'll see you guys in a bit for game number 2.